Hi, Randy here with Mitchell Equipment, and we're going to have a quick rundown of some tips before you go to the field with your planter this year. We're going to go through a 1200 row unit and a 2100 series row unit real quick. Some of the first things you want to do before you go to the field so you don't have trouble when you get there is make sure your wear items, your bushings and your parallel arms aren't worn. You want to check and make sure they're not loose. As we work back on the row unit, check your opener discs, make sure they're within spec. And we pulled this wheel off here so you can see inside here. You want to make sure your scraper is in good condition. And as we work back, really important on the case row unit is the seed chew and the forming point or firming point. Make sure they're in good shape so your furrow is open. And then as we work back, check your closing discs and check for anything wore there, get that replaced. Just make sure everything is in good condition so when you go to the field everything works correctly. Also, another good thing to make sure that your bearings on your drive system, whether it be a hydraulic drive, electric drive, whatever you want to have, make sure all your bearings are in good shape. On this one is a cable drive. You want to check the bearing. There's a bearing around on the back side here that you want to make sure those are turning free. Also, you want to make sure your cable drive is turning free. Then we work back. Another good thing you can do is get your meters calibrated. We have a test stand here at Mitchell Equipment. We run through meters, check them over, make sure everything's working correctly. Whether it be electric drive, hydraulic drive with a cable drive, it's a good process to go through and check your meter out before the season starts. Okay, this is the 1200 row unit. The 2100 series row unit is very similar. It has this, we want to make sure our bushings are tight on our parallel arms and seed chew, forming point, closing system, all that. We want to check that just like we did on the 1200 series. Also, another thing you want to make sure is in working order is your downforce system, whether it be a Delta Force hydraulic downforce on this one or the air pneumatic downforce on that side. We want to make sure you don't have any air leaks on the air system or oil leaks on the hydraulic, and that kind of plays into all the bushings here. If your row unit is tight and the bushings are good, then your downforce can work a lot better, whether it's the hydraulic or the pneumatic. Leveling your toolbar or your planter and the row unit. We have to get the toolbar height set correctly. On a 2100 series, it stands a little taller. The row unit is taller, so your toolbar height is going to be higher, around 26 inches. On a 1200 series, we want to have that around 22 inches from the ground. Your 7x7 bar that this is mounted to right up here. Okay, once we get that to the proper height, then we want to make sure it is level as well as the row unit is level. We do not want it running uphill or downhill, which will affect your seed depth. So that's probably the last thing you'll do when you get out the field. You get going, you want to make sure everything is level, and then you're good to go.